Derek, say hello.
Hello.
What's up, brother? Thanks for being on, man. Derek is one of the new salespeople here in our office on our team over the last couple months. You can't tell it yet, but the dude's high energy. He's always excited. He's always pumped up. And so today we want to come to you and talk a little about sales because there's a lot of new salespeople out there that are struggling with the sales game.
Yeah.
How long have you been with us?
Oh, just 2.5, 3, 4 months, maybe 3 months.
Okay. And did you sell over the phone? Because he's a business consultant for Secure Agent Nation, helps agents with leads, tickets, coaching sessions, strategy sessions, consulting in general. They're able to transfer a lot of my beliefs onto agents and help agents. Did you sell over the phone ever before that?
No sales, just maybe appointment booking, inbound call. That was it. No outbound, no sales, nothing like that.
How different is an inbound call? Hello, I'd like to do business with you, versus an outbound call like, hey, dude, why are you calling me?
Oh, it's night and day. The difference. I mean, being able to know that someone's calling in, they already know pretty much what they're expecting.
Mm-hmm.
They've looked up our information probably at the different companies I worked for. They know what they want to do going into the call.
Which one do you like better, inbound or outbound?
Outbound now.
Okay. All right, dude. You won't hear that much, so I love that. I love it. I don't know if you just said that for me, but I'm like, dude, I freaking love that. Dude.
Love
that is
outbound.
good. That is strong. Okay, so what are some things that you've learned, maybe in general, from doing it, or from me over these last few months that you can transfer to a new salesperson that maybe is learning?
Absolutely. Confidence. It's going to be number one. You got to have the confidence. You're working our leads. Those people have interest. Be confident. Rest in the fact that you don't get that lead unless someone fills out the information. If it's a cold lead or a not as warm qualified lead, have confidence. You know their name. You know their phone number. You started somewhere. Get on the phone. Be confident. Guide the conversation.
So pick up the phone and start dialing, man. Okay, what are some so help a new phone person out? What are some things that I've either said or that you've learned along the way? Give us like maybe a do and maybe a don't. Something that you're okay, that you should do, and maybe something you shouldn't do that you're learning.
Absolutely. Do ask questions before you're done talking. When you finish speaking, ask a question. It sparks conversation.
How much difference has that made, just that little bit of twist from just talking and giving phrasing and talking a lot versus, hey, here's my response, and finishing with a question?
Yeah, it goes back to the confidence. Asking a question, ending on a question, I am confident that they are going to give me an answer. If here's my do not talk too much, do not over answer. Because you do not want to be talking more than the person that you're on the phone with. I'm learning it. It's something you and I have been working through in our sales training and getting those down, knowing some of my questions to go to at different points of the conversation. It's night and day of my confidence on the phone.
You can tell that this dude is here hanging out with us, a salesperson with our office, because that's one of the things I preach more than anything.
Yeah.
Listen. You can tell me if you've seen this to be true. Something I preach all the time. When the prospect talks more than we do, what happens?
It's a waste of time. Nothing.
Yeah,
a sale doesn't happen until both parties are getting on the phone until the transaction's made.
Yep. And you're asking questions, they're responding to you.
Yeah.
And so that's helping a lot. You can tell this dude's been around us. He's like, dude, you want to get them talking. You want to be listening. Do we ever? There may be one scenario, but in general, do we ever interrupt a prospect?
No.
Okay.
And the one scenario.
Okay. When is it okay for a salesperson to interrupt a prospect?
When you know the next thing out of their mouth is going to finish your conversation without a sale.
Yep. Lose a sale on your own
Cody,
terms.
before that comes out of your mouth, we don't even need to go there. What if we did this?
I love it. Because
a YouTube question.
Yeah. On YouTube we got something.
Thurlow Stallings says, what percentage of one-call closings do you have?
What percentage of one-call closings do you have? When we're talking about you selling someone on a service or leads or tickets or strategy session or whatever, I'd say, okay, north or south of 50%.
2 today already,
I'd say
alone.
north.
So I'd say north. Yeah.
Especially if it's an inbound or if they actually have interest, I'd say it's north.
Inbound, your percentage is going to be much higher. Outbound, on the first time, north of 50. Yeah, got to be. I mean, confidence, asking questions, running through the script. I don't even sell insurance, but I help insurance agents. I sit there with our how to close our leads page that we provide insurance agents with on our website. I just tailor that to what I'm speaking to agents about, what I'm helping people with when I consult them. And then by the end of it, I say, hey, check out our page.
Right.
This is what I've been doing the whole time. You can see how it works.
And can you tell that what we do, from your experience in working with agents, that what we do here positively impacts a lot the lives of the agents that we work with?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
I love
strong.
it. It's the best part about what I get to do.
Dude, I'm assuming you love your job here. Then I mean, you sound happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
I mean, I get to help people every day.
Yeah.
I get to talk to agents. I get to, more importantly, listen to agents and hear what's been going on, what's their experience with leads, with getting in the home, what do they struggle with. I know it's a tough thing for agents to talk about because with the sales environment, a lot of pride can be involved.
Big time.
That's one of the largest hindrances to growth that I see when agents come in and have a lot of pride associated with their tenure in the business or their closing ratio last week or last month. Okay, what are your goals for this month?
Exactly.
How are you going to blow past that?
Always new high targets. How about handling negativity? What's your advice for those that are using the phone and they're experiencing a lot of negativity?
Agree. Hear them out. You got to listen to them.
Agree. Listen. Okay.
And then see what the real issue is.
Yeah.
I can experience it myself. I've experienced it in other customer service type of jobs. Many times, people just need someone to hear them out. They're not even mad at you.
This dude sounds like a seasoned pro.
They're not mad at you. They're not mad at me. They're not mad at you. I mean, you can't get mad at you. And from there, they just want to be heard and then take the next step. And the next question I ask is, where do we go from here? I understand your frustration. I know how that feels.
Yeah.
What do you want the next step to be? End on the question, get a more civil response.
And you stay in control of the call. It looks like we got another question for on YouTube.
YouTube, again, Thurlow Stallings says, for an agent, how many calls a day should you make on average? And better yet, specifically, how many of those should be deals? What percentage should you be closing?
Yeah, so if it's I would say you can answer that in two different ways. You can answer it as in, hey, I'm setting appointments, or hey, I'm trying to close over the phone.
Yeah.
You could also say, well, are you cold calling or are you calling leads? If you're calling our leads, for example, I'll answer it that way, probably the easiest way to answer it. If you're calling our leads, you should be calling those leads, especially when our agents, what we recommend. Most agents buy about 20 to 25 leads. When they buy those leads, we recommend that they call all of them 3 times
Day one.
So in that example, that's 60 to 75 calls the first day. Because at the end of the day, they buy leads. I'm going to ask you this too. Do all leads have the same level of interest when they respond?
No.
They're all different. You don't know what level of interest they have.
Right.
They have some level of interest because they've obviously expressed interest.
Right.
When they do express interest and they show, hey, I have some level of interest, it's our job as an agent to do what? And we didn't prep any of this. This is all off the cuff.
When we get on the phone with them.
Yep. When we give an insurance agent leads.
Yes.
What is their goal?
Their goal. Write policies.
Write policies. And to write policies, you've got to be active. You've got to talk to leads, and you've got to get in front of people. So at the end of the day, that actually is a perfect transition into the activity of a salesperson.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that one thing we preach? Then we track meticulously quite a bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm always begging for more, right? Right?
I'm sitting here smiling through my teeth. Yeah.
Talk about that for a second.
There's always more to do. You've heard it on our show from our company. Don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle. You've heard it, and it stuck with me.
It's true.
People are interested. I tell agents, anybody with a name and a phone number is a lead.
True.
Leads come in different temperatures, per se.
True.
Cold, warm, hot. And from there, you just have to listen. You have to listen. You have to get your activity up, because if you're not seeing the numbers you want, are you frustrated at the people on the other end? Probably not.
Yeah.
You're frustrated with yourself. I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
The most frustrated I've been is whenever I know that there's areas of growth that need to happen.
True.
And I got to take that step. Your activity has to be high.
Yeah. And it helps a lot. Okay, so if you're an insurance agent out there, I'm going to give you two different scenarios. Agent A and Agent B, and you tell me which one's probably going to make more money, okay? Agent A and Agent B both buy 20 leads from us. Agent A calls all of them one time.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what happens after that? Agent B calls all of them 6 times. Who's going to have better success?
B.
Why?
Why? I mean, the list.
More activity?
Why not? Yeah, because we want you to call them 3 times in the first day. Why is that? It could be at work. They could be picking up their kids. There's one person I've been trying to talk to, and it just falls in the time of day. I need to get better. I need to stop calling him when he's picking up his kids from school. Anytime they get in the car, he's off the phone.
Yep.
They could be at the grocery store. They could be...
It's impacting your ability to do whatever it is you're wanting to do.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to touch the lead more than once if you don't get them on the first call.
For sure.
Why wouldn't you? You invest in leads.
Right.
Invest in yourself.
Completely. Okay, expound on that, because that's something we preach a lot, and then we're always preaching not only at the conference, 8% Nation, in general, the event. What are some things that you're doing in your life to improve and to become better? Self-improvement, personal development, to be better at mastering the art of your craft, as Will Smith says. What's some stuff that you're doing on that?
Not taking advice from people of my success level or lower. I'm focusing.
Say that again. Say that again for those maybe who didn't catch that one. That one's good.
I'm not taking advice from people that I'm on the same success plane as or lower. What value can that bring? If I'm on the same level, there's nothing there.
Sure.
You sent me a few people to start following. I've done that, and it clicked.
Yeah.
They've been in the same spot I've been. They're on the other end.
True.
You've been in the spot I'm in.
True.
You're on the other side. Charlie Chena, Coach Burt, Grant Cardone, Ray Lewis, all these people have been at the bottom of the staircase of success. The only difference between myself and them is they've taken that step, the one at a time step. So
that's good.
Surrounding myself and getting it in my ears of people on the other side, step 1. 2, discipline. Becoming more disciplined with spending, with my budget, with carving out time for the things that are a priority to me.
This is, and then maybe this may feel like a trick question. It's really not. Do we, like when we talk about with agents and we preach, to them how they should run an appointment? When we call agents to sell them leads, do we ask them what they can afford to spend right now?
Yeah, I mean,
on occasion.
Yeah, if it needs to get to that point.
Exactly. We don't unless it needs to get to that point, and then we will ask if something's keeping us from keeping them from pulling the trigger. Something's kind of keeping us from being able to move forward.
Yeah, and that's where you need to know the objections. Your how to handle your objection. That would the only time I could think, and correct me if I'm wrong. The only time that I could think where you ask someone what their budget is, if they bring it up. If they say, my budget's not there right now.
completely.
Okay, what's your budget?
Yeah, perfect example of something that we do a lot of. When an agent is getting objections from a lot of prospects, or let me ask you this. This one's actually kind of funny. He'll get this one. There's a backstory to it. I won't explain the whole thing, but why would an agent, what would be the number one reason why an agent would be getting someone telling them all the time that they want to think about it? Or you've got an agent all the time and they're like, dude, prospects are always telling me they want to think about it.
You be the agent.
Okay. All right. So,
all right, Cody. We've gone over this. You know how our leads work.
Yeah.
Are we going to be putting that on Visa, MasterCard, American Express?
I appreciate you asking. I respect you for asking. You're doing your job. Leads will probably help. Unfortunately, I really need to think about it.
Okay. Hey, I totally understand. I've been in your position. Tell me this. When somebody that you're prospecting is telling you, you're getting, I hear you, I need you, whatever. I need to think about it. This policy, I hear the value in it. I need to think about it. Do you have that objection come your way?
I do get that a lot, and I always wonder what I can do to improve on that.
Okay. Do you think, I'm not trying to be cute, I'm not trying to be funny, do you think that you have trouble handling that objection because you need to think about this? You see the value, you see how this lead is of quality, it's active interest, it's going to produce appointments for you. You need to be in front of people. Do you think that's the reason why you need to think about it today?
That's good.
Visa, MasterCard, American Express.
Come on, man. That's one thing that's big. I want to address that real quick. We got a question I'm going to get to. We got something really important to address, which is, and we randomly said that one day, and it's worked ever since, is
love it.
Majority of people think about things, because if you think about it right now, hypothetically, you don't need to think about it when you buy a car. You know if you can buy a car, yes or no. You know if you can buy a house. You definitely know if you can or cannot buy leads. Prospects know if they can or cannot buy a life insurance policy today. The reason why the salesperson gets told that they need to think about it when they're calling leads, when they're trying to sell policies, is because they think about things in their own life, which gives their prospects permission to also think about it, because that's how they live their life. I told that to an agent out in California one time on the phone, and that dude was blown away. And I'm like, dude, do you know why very rarely does anyone ever tell me that they want to think about it when they're trying to buy something from me? Because I don't think about nothing. So when you expect yourself to make decisions now, then you end up expecting prospects to also, guess what, make decisions now.
Real life example, last weekend, I went to go visit some family. Been in the market picking up a suit for the 8% conference. Gotta look nice. My wife and I were in one specific store. We knew that there was a good price on a suit. Didn't really work out. And so looked at another one. The price wasn't what I was expecting. I said, nah, I just need to think about it. I legitimately said, I need to think about it. We walked to another store. It took one trip from this store to the other store, the other side of the mall. And my wife tells me, she goes, Derek, we're not leaving today without a suit. You're not leaving today without some new clothes. The budget's there. I'm on board. I'm encouraging you to do this. I want to get this done. I'm tired of looking for suits with you. We walk to the next store. I walk up to the rack, find my size, pick it up, try it on, and I bought it. Guy threw in a shirt. Cost me a lot more. And I walked out. I got sold. I sold myself before I walked in the store.
Or his wife sold him. So thank you for that. That's cool. And you know what? That's one of the biggest reasons.
I didn't think about it. The next store I went into, I didn't think about it. I needed the suit.
When you get used to making decisions and expecting decisions to get made and assuming that decisions will get made in your life, it ends up transferring into prospects. How often, again, this isn't rehearsed, how often, whether I'm trying to sell an insurance policy or whether I'm trying to sell an agent on buying leads or a ticket or whatever, how often does an agent tell me, how often do they tell me when I'm on the phone, and you guys have heard me make some phone calls, how often do I get told by someone that they want to think about it?
Not very often.
It's rare.
No.
It's extremely rare.
Say, if we were to break it down, 1 or 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
And
Not
it's
a lot at all.
that's normally not even it. There's something much deeper.
Yep.
What's
the question you asked? Okay, that brings up a good point. Before we get to the questions, real quick, what's your tip or advice on going a little deeper and actually finding the true, real objection?
Mm-hmm.
How do you figure that out when you know that there's something more to why they're not pulling the trigger? Because you got to know where you're.
First, I can't sell on my own situation, so I can't sell based off what my personal situation is. I can't sell based off my bank account information.
You guys hear?
You can't pre-qualify, so it starts there, and then someone needs to think about it. The budget's not there. Okay, what's the issue? You need it. You're contacting me. We wouldn't be on the phone anymore. I wouldn't come to your house or met you at this coffee shop to go over this. What's really going on? What can I help you with? And get them to expound on the real reason. Because a lot of times they have insurance, they want a better price.
Yeah.
They're not happy with their customer service.
Yep.
And they're looking for someone to be their guy, to be their gal. So we need to listen to what's going on, be actively taking notes.
Once you get them to talk, they end up telling you what you want to know, am I right?
No, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And that's where you've heard me, he threw a pen at me once because I wasn't listening to him on the call because I was over-explaining.
Yeah.
And he said, just listen. And call the guy right back. Cody gets the deal wrapped up, and of course, I'm the example for the day. But
sure,
you need to just ask people, hey, what's really going on here? What's
isn't the money.
Problem?
Like if you knew that this $300, $400, $500 investment would turn into $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, you'd rob a bank, gun or no gun to get the money. So what's really holding you back? Like what's the deeper issue? Something else real quick.
Putting me through the ringer today.
Dude, today, man. How about Derek, guys? Seriously, he's doing an awesome job. Seriously.
1 minute before the camera goes live. Derek, come in here.
Yeah, I'm like, Derek, come on, you're on today.
No problem.
You're on today.
Right.
He didn't even know. It was like 2 o'clock, and he's like, all right, what are we doing? So, huge kudos to him for jumping in. But also, real quick, I'm going to play a little game with Derek because you guys have heard me and how I ask questions and the things I say. We're going to give you a real life example. Not prepped at all. Again, he didn't even know he's going to be on today. Dude looks good. Looks like he planned to be on. Looks better than me.
Man.
Today, we're gonna play a little game together. So, what we're gonna do is, you've asked me so ask me, hey Cody, are you gonna attend 8% Nation? Hypothetically, we're just gonna say we're gonna have you ask me a question. So say ask me whatever. It don't matter.
Yeah. Hey, Cody, do you have your spot reserved for the conference next week?
I don't know.
You don't know?
What do I say?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
What do I say when someone tells me I don't know? Like it happened earlier with the box.
Yeah. You say, I don't know.
I don't know.
Hypothetically speaking, would you reserve your spot? What would it be?
Probably so.
Probably so.
Yeah. Okay, so the reason I bring up an example, our secretary was bringing a box to the back of the office earlier. And I said, hey, what's in that box? She didn't know. It's closed. We got like 18 boxes for 8% coming in the last couple of weeks. And I asked, I said, hey, what do you think is in the box? And like everyone says, and this is a perfect sales example, they say what? I don't know.
No idea. Yeah.
Hypothetically, if you had to guess, what would you say? And she's like, probably this, And so it's like, that's a real life example of asking another question. You're going to get I don't know so much that it's going to kill you. Derek, DJ, what we got over there?
Again, Thurlow, he's about to take his test in California, so...
Dude, congrats, man.
Yeah, our agents are giving him some kind words on here.
Oh, that's so cool.
So his couple of quick questions. 3 questions. What are the lead costs? Can you scale for an office of 10? And how long does it take to produce the leads? So what's the cost? Can you scale? How long does it take?
D, take it away, bro.
Cost, final expense leads?
Yeah, he's going to do final expense, yeah.
Final expense leads, $25 per lead. The answer is always yes. So yes, we can scale for your office of 10. We've
got offices of 2,000, by the way. 2,000 people buying from
target
us, so.
your area. and we will get them turned around. It will take 24 to 48 hours for you to receive your first lead.
What's unique about our leads though? Like, why should they buy our leads rather than like telemarketing or?
I'm not even going to answer any of
mail?
this. I'm gonna let the business consultant handle
Yeah,
this.
absolutely. Why buy our leads over someone else's? First, exclusivity. We're never going to sell a lead out from under you. It's your lead. We have some great people on our support team,
Yep.
great consultants. It's all top down. So great people at the top. It's translated down. So exclusivity, real time, based on your geographic location.
So explain real time real quick for those that don't know, that are used to working direct mail leads.
Right, absolutely. A direct mail lead, you're looking at what is it, 1, 2, 3 weeks before you even see your investment show up.
Normally about 3 on average.
Okay, so real time, someone is actively looking for final expense coverage, life coverage, Medicare, mortgage protection, Spanish final expense.
Yeah.
All of the leads we provide. They're looking for that in their area, in the area that you're targeting.
Mm-hmm.
They will start to see an ad specifically talking about the type of insurance they're wanting. They have that interest, whatever level it is, they have the interest. Click on the ad, the next step. Fill out their name, phone number, physical address, email address, date of birth, and I think that's it. They hit submit, real time, as long as it takes.
So they immediately get an email
immediately
within a second of when the person fills it out.
Yeah. So they
that sounds pretty real
submit
time
their
to me.
information, and you get that in real time.
Nice. I would say, to piggyback on that, like you said, exclusive, real time, unique. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a real life example because I got this text. What did I say yesterday morning? I got this text from an agent that's been buying leads from us for a while. And he said, and we had a little hiccup. You know, every company's gonna hiccup at some point.
Growing pains.
Yeah, growing pain completely. He said, thanks, Cody. Lots of people offer leads, but you have the best customer service. Seriously, stuff goes wrong everywhere, but when it does, you are always on it. I genuinely appreciate that. And it was literally 8:14 a.m. yesterday morning. And that's why we preach, I don't know if you can even see it, we preach service. We preach service here at our office. And so I said, thanks, bro. That really means a lot, man. Thank you so much. Because that's something that we strive and focus on a lot.
Absolutely. And one thing that I'll tell the agents I'm helping, you know, I'm your consultant. I'm not our support department.
Yeah.
If there's an issue that I can't handle, if there's a question that you have, there is no point for me to give you an answer and you believe it to be the firm answer. There's no point to do that if I don't know. And I tell them, if I don't know something, you know, we'll put a pause on this one. I'll figure it out.
To them.
We'll get our support team on it, and that's been a huge thing. Every time you call us, you know, while we're in the office,
There's no automated phone system.
no automated
We
phone
pick up
system.
the phone.
Someone's gonna answer.
833-40-AGENT goes straight to our office.
Mm-hmm.
Callie and Jess always answer. What do you got, DJ?
Don Smith on YouTube asks if we have a med sup leads.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We do.
Open
enrollment.
We have MedSup and Medicare. Medicare is more popular,
Mm-hmm.
so we generally do more general Medicare leads. Whether it be, hey, I want information about my Medicare. I have questions about my Medicare. I want Medicare information about Medicare Advantage, prescription drugs, MedSup, whatever it is. It's an opener for you to have a Medicare conversation. MedSup we also have as well. So, any other questions over there, DJ? Dude, awesome job today. Seriously, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So, okay, so final tip: struggling salesperson, give them some encouragement.
You can do it. You can do it. Wake up. If you're a dude, put a tie on. If you're a lady,
Put a tie
on. No, I'm just kidding. If you're struggling, seriously, we're all laughing. I'm hilarious. If you're struggling, find confidence. Find confidence somewhere.
Yeah.
Make somebody smile and help them out. Provide consistent care.
Yeah, consistent caring content. Derek, awesome job, brother. Thank you so much for being on. We appreciate you being on Deal Breakers every Wednesday, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. We'll see you on Friday, and we really hope to see you at this thing. How about that?
Yeah, 9 days. No, well, 6 days.
8.
We're days
Whatever
away.
it is. We're
8%.
flying by. Nissan Stadium. See you soon. Thanks, guys.